Meanwhile, the owners of the original altar from the 1932 Eucharistic Congress have called for the structure to be used during next week's event. The altar is reported to have been brought to Kappa Hospital in Finglas 80 years ago, after a member of the Sisters of Charity purchased it from the bishop for £100.
It was the centrepiece of the Eucharistic Congress of 1932, and 80 years on, that iconic altar from O'Connell Bridge is still standing in the grounds of this hospital in Finglas on Dublin's north side. There's nobody alive who can say for sure why it went to Kappa Hospital, but diaries kept by the Sisters of Charity at the time shed some light on how it ended up here.
The famous Congress was still in everybody's mouth when Sister Mary Polycarp startled us one day by announcing that the altar on O'Connell Bridge would be just the very thing for Kappa. Like many other strokes of genius, it came in for plenty of cold water, but after a few setbacks, the parts of the original altar arrived one day and were laid in the field in front of the walls.
The altar has been at the heart of religious celebrations in the hospital for years, but now its owners wanted to play some part in the Eucharistic Congress that's been held in Dublin.
I think it would be very poignant to have the original altar used in the Eucharistic Congress this year. We would be very willing to offer up the altar on a temporary basis. Structurally it's sound and in good condition, however it does need some sort of a lick of paint.
An artist who restored the structure back in the 1980s has even written to the Pope to ask for the altar to play some part.
I'd like to people that come to Dublin from all over the world, that they would come to see this altar, make it a place of pilgrimages in mind.
The organisers of the Eucharistic Congress say they currently have no plans to use the original altar as part of this year's celebrations, so instead local parishes are going to say Mass here during the Congress. Samantha Librari, RTE News, Finglas in Dublin.